sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. My granddaughter still loves that theme song. And thank you, Don King.
She's not the only one.
What?
She's not the only one.
Well, I know. Don King did that for me. But, hey, we got the man on himself. We got two men on ourselves. We got two legends on with us this morning, right? And I didn't mean to not include you, but
I knew you weren't talking about me.
I didn't know that. No. Wally Marshall is on the line, Mr. Crappie, and who better to have on with Wally than our own legendary Ron Wong, both at the same time. Good morning, Wally.
Good morning, everybody.
Good Saturday morning. And I brought in Ron Wong just to listen to this because he can be my interpreter, Wally, in case you say something I don't understand. Okay? So,
well, we got that slang going on in this crappie world. You know, we kind of just, we use the slang terms a lot of times, and Ron knows that.
Ron knows all the slang terms. I know that for a fact. But appreciate both of you guys being on with me on this Saturday morning. And Wally, you got a big event coming up next weekend, and it's hard to believe it's the fifth one. It seemed like we just talked like last week about the first one. So tell us what's happening next week.
Let me tell you what, the Crappie Expo, it's in its fifth year. Crappie Expo 2023 is in Birmingham, Alabama at the BJCC.
There you go.
That's the Birmingham Jefferson Convention Complex. And that starts up on Friday, the 22nd,
right,
at 10 a.m. to 6 o'clock that night. And also it's Saturday from 9 to 6. And also it's Sunday from 10 to 6. But in between we got all kinds of crazy stuff going on at the Crappie Expo there in Birmingham, Alabama.
Well, you got the classic. I mean, you got the Invitational Classic going on at the
same time.
Yeah,
we got the Invitational Classic, and we're going to pay $50,000 to the winner. We've only got 42 teams.
Okay.
We got 42 teams right now.
It just rolls off. It just rolls off my – I feel like Fred Sanford looking for Elizabeth. When I hear you say how much money is available there, I grab my heart and say, oh, come on, Elizabeth, I'm coming to you.
Well, it's $126,000 that we're going to divvy out between the top 10 teams that makes it to Sunday's championship round.
Amazing.
That the weigh-in will actually be at the Crappie Expo on the main stage at the Crappie Expo on Sunday, and also we will be streaming all of the weigh-ins each day on Mr. Crappie YouTube and Mr. Crappie Facebook.
Ron, you hear this? You've been to the expo. This is a pretty amazing event that Wally has put together. And of course, Wally, hats off to you. It was good to see you up at the Legends of the Outdoors and to see you and take part in that. And Ron was up there at that. Ron, this is a big event, isn't it, Ron?
It's really a huge event, especially for the crappie world, the crappie industry. This is where, this is the largest crappie expo on equipment that there is that's open to the public. You get a chance to see a lot of the new stuff that these manufacturers have introduced at ICAST and also at the Classic, Bassmaster Classic. They introduced a lot of new crappie stuff, but you can see all of these different manufacturers there. It's really a great show. And also, I always look forward to one thing for sure.
What's that?
And that's the world's largest crappie fry. Wally, is that still on?
Well, let me just go ahead and bust your bubble a little bit. The Alabama DNR had a little issue with that, and they won't be the world's largest crappie fry this year. And it's terrible, but hey, it's okay. But you know what?
You got to live with it.
We've got all the major manufacturers.
You got them. Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
I know you got to be kidding me.
Go ahead.
I get it. I get it. It takes 1,200 pounds of crappie to do the deal. They said, well, you can use catfish, and I go, no, we're not going to use catfish.
Good for you.
We're going to use crappie.
Yes,
and we're not going to do it at all.
There you go, Wally. That sounds like it to me. To you coming through with this, because the main thing here, Wally, is to bring notoriety to the crappie world, and tell our listeners your vision when you started this thing, because you had to make a real jump, buddy, because a good friend of mine with the Dallas Cowboys said, Wally said, you've done all the stuff with the rods and reels, you've done all the tournaments, you need to do something bigger, you need to do a bigger deal. And he goes, how about something like the Bassmasters Classic or something? I go, yeah, the crappie world, get everybody going, and yes,
and then I'll be darned if about 2 months later, Steve Harrison from Hot Springs calls me and goes, hey, Wally, have you ever thought about doing like a Bassmasters Classic in the crappie world? And I'm like, have you been sleeping in my dreams or whatever,
Yes.
And so that's where it started in Hot Springs in 2019, and I've got a 10-year plan for Crappie Expo, but Crappie Expo does not happen without all of the industry pulling together at the same time. And I just got a call this morning from 3 different manufacturers going, hey, is there still room at the Crappie Expo for us? And I'm talking about big companies, know. And of course we do, and we've got 97 vendors right now. We got the top boat manufacturers. We got Vexus, Bass Cat, Express, Sea Art, Camus Boats. We got Royal Boats from South Alabama. We've got Minn Kota, we got Humminbird, we got Powerpole, we got all of the major companies.
You can't stop, Wally. Once it gets rolling.
Yeah.
Wally. Okay, I'll stop.
Wally, listen,
yeah, Ron.
For all of our listeners that are going to the expo on the first 2 days of the tournament, can they go out and watch the weigh-in there? And can you tell our listeners where that's at?
Yeah.
Okay, from the BJCC straight east on I-20, when you get to Lincoln, Alabama,
that's it.
It's 3 miles off the road at Lincoln's Landing.
Okay.
Lincoln's Landing it's an awesome place to go, and the weigh-in on Friday is at 3 p.m. the first day.
All right.
And we're going to cut the field to 20.
Okay.
And then Saturday, it's at 3 p.m. But on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. in the morning, we're having the On the Water Boat Show.
On the Water Boat Show.
Wow.
Okay.
And we've got 14 manufacturers there that will be giving test rides. We've got tents that's being set up by major manufacturers, from rod and reels to crappie tackle to all kinds of swag will be there.
All right.
And you can actually go down and drive a brand new Vexus boat for free.
Wow.
And
It's all free.
It's all free. And here's one other thing, Wally. I know you're at the heart of bass country there in Alabama. I've been to many times on Logan Martin Lake, but you really got a great venue, don't you, in that convention center?
Oh, yeah, the BJCC, we got 93,000 square feet.
Yes.
We've got everything from a crappie rod to a Vexus boat to a trolling motor by Minn Kota. We got everything you can imagine to clean a crappie, eat a crappie, freeze a crappie, whatever you can do to a crappie. We got it at Crappie Expo, and it's amazing of all of these vendors pulling in at one time.
Yeah.
And so if you want to get everybody at one time, and also we're having daily seminars by St. Croix, Bobby Garland. We've got Minn Kota, learn more about your electronics. We got daily seminars going on daily, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And that's free. That's free.
It's $10 at the Crappie Expo. On the Water Boat Show is free.
It's free. So it's $10. $10 for all day, with all these seminars and everything else you got going on. Plus, it's free.
And at the Crappie Expo on Saturday at 1:00, we got the band Mustache, which is a real hot band in Alabama right now.
The Mustache.
Mustache, the band. Check them out.
All right.
Check them out. Then on Sunday at 1:00, we got Jason D. Williams, Jerry Lee Lewis.
You got Jason D. All right.
Jason D. right there in Memphis.
Yes.
He's right there in Memphis.
How about that, Brad Carson? You hearing that, Brad Carson?
That is a really good pitch.
That's a good pitch.
I think I'm going.
I think.
What day is this again?
This next weekend.
Gosh.
Yeah, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Nice drive to Birmingham.
Jason D. has been at our show for 5 years.
Wow. And never get tired of him. I mean.
Jason D. is he's great balls of fire made over.
Well, we got a couple of minutes here again, folks. So they can go. Where can they go for information, Ron? Right, Ron?
That's right.
Where can they go for information, Wally?
CrappieExpo.com. And also listen to this. If you're planning on going to the Crappie Expo, get your hotel room on CrappieExpo.com for $169 a night, because Messi, the soccer player, is coming to Birmingham on Sunday, and all of the rooms have gone to $400 a night.
What?
But if you go to CrappieExpo.com and scroll down and click on the hotel button, you can get your rooms for $169 a night, and it's right across the street from the BJCC.
My goodness. Well,
and Wally,
got to wrap it up, Ron.
Right. Well, Wally, I am going to try to make it down there. So I'll be looking you up. I'll be shooting
your camera
for LR for LarryRay.com, and hope to see you there. Well, I'll run into you.
You will.
I know you'll
okay,
get me
buddy.
in.
All right, thanks.
Thank y'all
Wally.
so much for giving me this opportunity.
All right, always great.
Expo.
Always great to talk to you, Wally. Have a great one. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back.